Hello, good morning everybody. Today I will be talking about our subject, effective oral communication. The matter is being an interviewer. This is our topic of discussion. In this session, the explanation will divide it into several subtopics. These description include: first, we're talking about the definition of interviewer. The second subtopic is type of interviewer. Third subtopic is useful phrases for interviewer. And the last one is how to be a good interviewer. Okay, now let's start by knowing the definition of the interviewer. If you want to be a good interviewer, you must know about definition of interviewer. The definition of interviewer is: interviewer is or the person who asks the question to the interviewee during interview, or someone who interviews, especially someone who obtains an interview with another for the purpose of eliciting their opinions or obtaining information for publication. We have now about definition of interviewer. In the next slide, I will explanation about type of interviewer. Type of interviewer is: first, the bully is type of interviewer that come across as aggressive. The second, the flatterer is type of interviewer that need approval, so give them some, laugh at the jokes and enjoy their stories. Third, the know-it-all. When we are facing this type of interviewer, try to not fight, blame, or confront this type of interviewer. Avoid trying to counter-expert. Instead, challenge him or her to problem solve. 4. The introvert is type of interviewer that get her or him to talk as much as possible. 5. The talking box is type of interviewer that a nervous interviewer who will need to interrupt carefully at times. The 6th is the arrogant is type of interviewer that patronizing, sarcastic, and opinionated. So nice, don't challenge, just stick to your points and the fact. And the last but not least is type of interviewer. The rush is type of interviewer that messy desk, pondering and being answered. A whirlwind who likes to be seen as essential to the functioning of the business. The next slide is about useful phrases for interviewer. After we know about the type of interviewer, we must know useful phrases for interviewer. Useful phrases for interviewer is: tell me a little about yourself. The second, you can say, what are your biggest weaknesses? The third, you can say, what are your biggest strengths? Fourth, you can say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the next, you can say, out of all the candidates, why should we hire you? Or you can say, how did you learn about the opening? The useful phrases is very important for the interviewer. And this is, this slide, we can know about how to be a good interviewer. To be a good interviewer, We must know about take time to prepare. 2. Put thought into your question. 3. Review the candidate information before the interview. 4. Decide on a structure to follow for each interview. 5. Implement a standard rating system. Practice with listening skills. 7. Consider practicing your interview technique with friends or coworkers. And the interview professionally and how to be a good interviewer, you must give the interviewee an opportunity to ask questions. And the last but not least, you must review each interview and assess where you can improve. Okay, now we have now about the definition, about the useful process type, and how to be a good interviewer. And next, I will give you the conversation sample about the interviewer and interviewee. The conversation from Mike and John. Mike: Good morning, John. I'm Mike. John: Good morning. Mike: How are you doing? John: I'm doing fine, thank you. Mike: How was the traffic coming over here? John said, I'm so glad that the traffic was like this morning. No traffic jam and no accident. Mike: That is good, John. Let's start the interview. Are you ready? John: Yes, I am. Mike: First of all, let me verbally introduce myself. I'm the finance department manager. As you know, there is an open position in my department, and I need to fill this position as soon as possible. John: Please tell me a little bit about the position. Mike said, It is an entry-level position. The new employee will have to work closely with the accounting department. He will also have to deal with the bank on a daily basis. John said, What type of qualification do you require? Mike: I require a 4-year college degree in finance. Some working experience would be helpful. John said, What kind of experience are you looking for? Mike said, Doing office work is good. However, since this is an entry-level position, I didn't require a lot of experience. I'm willing to try the new person. John said, That's great, Mike. John, tell me a little bit about yourself. John: I was a student at West Coast University, and I was a graduate with a bachelor's degree in finance. I have been working part-time as a payroll clerk for the last 2 years. Mike: What are you looking for in job? John said, The job should help me see what finance is all about. I have learned a lot of finance theories at school, and now it is time for me to put them into practice. Mike: Anything else? John: I also hope that it will help me grow in my field. Mike: What are you saying? What should I hear you? John said, I'm a hardworking person and a fast learner. I'm very eager to learn and I get along fine with people. Mike: Okay, now let me ask a few quick questions. You don't mind working long hours, do you? No, I do not. Mike said, Can you handle freezer? John: Yes, I can. When I was going to school, I took quite a few courses each semester, which will working at least 20 hours every week, and I handled that situation very well. Okay, John, thank you very much for your time and thank you very much for your coming. Nice to meet you, Mike. And nice to meet you too. Okay, after now about the sample conversation, we have exercise, and the exercise is you are working in HR department of company X. One day, one of the production supervisor resigned from your company. So your company are going to hire the new production supervisor, and you are the interviewer for it. You are going to interview new employees for production supervisor line next week. Please prepare the presentation slide for your first and make your script or question that you are going to ask the new employee. Finally, there will be an exercise for regarding the effective oral communication. So, after that, doing this exercise, it is hoped that we will be able to become a good effective oral communication and can be practiced anytime and anywhere. Thank you very much.